Hi y'all, it's Denise here. HowToStayFitOver50.com with Denise on Facebook, Healthy After 50 with Denise. In Instagram, How to Stay Fit After 50 with Denise, I think. And right here on YouTube. So be sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss any updates to any videos, and make sure that you're also checking in at howtostayfitover50.com for the latest information as I receive it. So, you could tell I'm in my hoodie today. It's a little bit chilly here in Florida, but I didn't want to get off track. This is portion number 2 on questions to ask before hysterectomy. Okay? Are you ready? One of the most important questions I think to ask, last week we went over the different types of surgeries, but one of the most important ones I think that you have to ask is, what do they plan to remove? I was thinking about this before I came on here to record this for you, and I don't think I knew that they were removing my cervix until after the fact, because all we had talked about was laparoscopic, and that it was just supposed to be the 3 incisions. And as you know from the previous video, they couldn't remove my uterus that way because my uterus was so enlarged with cysts and fibroids. And the same thing with my ovaries, they were also had very big cysts on them. So they had to cut me hip to hip to remove the uterus. But I don't think I found out till after the fact that after the surgery, when I went in for recovery, that they had also removed my cervix. So that's kind of important, I think, to find out. I think there may be benefits to both leaving the cervix and removing the cervix. I'm going to check into that a little bit further. But make sure before surgery that you talk to your doctor and you find out exactly what they plan to remove. I thought it was just my uterus and my ovaries. The cervix, well, and of course the fallopian tubes, because that would all be connected. But I guess as I'm thinking about it, I don't think I knew they were taking my cervix. So make sure you find out what they plan to remove. Secondly, how long do they anticipate the surgery to be, and how long will you be in the hospital for recovery? Now, when I had the ablation, which was when they burned the uterine lining to try to stop the fibroids and the hemorrhaging, that was an in and out procedure. If I understand correctly, there may be some outpatient procedures for hysterectomies, but nobody that I know, me included, were in and out for hysterectomy. I was in surgery, I believe, quite some time, like 3-4 hours. And then I was in the hospital for 2 nights. And you really do need to be in the hospital if you're on any type of pain meds. I was on morphine, the morphine pump, the first day. And then they moved me over to the Percocet, as I've mentioned to you, and the Percocet came home with me. So you need to have a good idea of how long the surgery is going to be and how long you're going to be in the hospital. And the third question for today to ask is, will having the hysterectomy put you immediately into menopause? That's important. For me, yes. Immediately, I had no more periods after that. Menopause is basically the cessation of menses, your monthly cycle. I would think that when they take your uterus, that it would automatically put you into menopause. I did not have a lot of menopausal symptoms immediately following my hysterectomy. So that's important. It was 2 years later. No, probably about a year later. I want to say a year later. A year later that I started with the hot flashes, and that was basically the worst part of my symptoms, were the hot flashes and the night sweats. And that went on a couple years, actually. And at this point, I am now 6 years past when I had the hysterectomy. So Will it put you immediately into menopause? Well, you won't have a period anymore, so in that sense, yes, but what about the rest of the menopausal symptoms that come along with it? The reason I'm doing these videos of the questions to ask your doctors is to stop them, slow them down, make them talk to you, and make sure you are 100% comfortable before you go into that surgery, or any surgery for that matter. And I don't think doctors intend to do it, but they, anymore it's like like an assembly line. Get you in, get you out, get you in, get you out. Even when I went in for my shoulder, my dislocated shoulder, I felt like I was just, I don't know, a number. So I had to really slow him down. He wanted to send me for surgery, and I said, well, wait a minute, why do I need surgery when I have full range of motion with this shoulder? And there's some previous videos on here you'll see where I'm teaching gentle flow yoga with a sling. He never bothered to look at my shoulder and the progress that I had made from having it in a sling, which I was supposed to do for 6 months. If I didn't slow him down at that point, I would have been back in for another MRI, which I had a panic attack in the machine. That's something that I can never do again. I will not do an MRI. But I would have been back in there, and then I would have been in surgery. All because he didn't bother to talk to me or to answer any questions if I didn't slow him down. So that's a reminder for you here. Slow them down. Make sure you are 100% comfortable with what you're doing. And another question to always ask, which is why I had the ablation before the hysterectomy, are there alternative treatments for the symptoms that they're recommending you have a hysterectomy for? Okay? Some women have the ablation and they never have a problem again. Okay? I unfortunately wasn't that woman. I had my fingers crossed that that was going to happen. But like I've mentioned, I wasn't that woman. So I try to keep these videos around 7-8 minutes, and I'm already over 7 minutes. So I think I'm going to have to do a third video. But if you missed last week's video, it was the first 3 questions to ask your doctors, then follow up with this one. And I have more questions that are coming in. I'm trying to answer all the questions from the comments and the messages and the emails I'm getting so that they're on here and you can find the information you need to make the best decision for you, okay? This is all on my experience, what I went through with having a hysterectomy, what caused me to have the hysterectomy. You have to make that decision that's best for you and your body, okay? All right, I hope that helped. Be sure, like I said, to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Go back and check the other videos. I'll put the link in here after I upload this for the video of the first 3 questions that I said you need to ask. I teach online classes, including Gentle Flow, which is perfect for those that are coming off a hysterectomy. It is yoga. Don't let the term Gentle Flow confuse you. It's definitely yoga. I also teach a senior level 1 fitness along with a Tabata, which is more like a level 3 on a scale of 1 to 3. Tabata's a 3. And the level 1 senior toning fitness is a level 1, so you can work in there wherever you want to be. And that's it. Reach out. Let me know if you need any help. Comments or questions below. I always check them. I may not get them immediately. As you can see, I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym a lot. I am a fitness instructor, so I may not get them immediately, but I will get them answered, I promise. I'll chat with you soon. Bye, y'all.